heart is beating like a drum.
You've stuck by my side during some of the hardest times in my life and also been with me for the happiest. Cannot imagine waking up without you by my side to continue to have you for both the hard and the happy times. I want nothing more in life than to build a happy family and to grow old together. I'd sure love to also have a house and a dog, but your happiness is what makes me happy at the end of the day.
Set my heart on fire. Oh, love, you shine. You shine. With every step the way you move.
What was a friendship turned into a relationship one night when he took me to a winery and asked me at least 15 times over dinner where I saw myself in 5 years. I didn't realize at the time that it was because you wanted to know where you fit into the picture. I'm so glad that despite the distance, we only grew closer. The last 5, almost 6 years have been wonderful, and also a learning experience for both of us.
You shine. Take me and set my heart on fire. Oh, love, you shine.
And I feel most importantly, I promise to grow old with you and to love you through anything this cruel world might throw at us.
I vow to love you today and every day after that. I can't wait to be your wife. I love you.
You are fire, you are the sun. My heart is beating like a drum. Well, you look so beautiful. When I'm with you, this world is brighter. Oh, love, you shine. Take me and set my heart on fire. Oh, love, you shine. You shine.
If everyone could please silence and put away their cell phones and cameras, as Nicole and Matt will have that covered by their lovely photographers and cinematographers. I'm going to repeat that. Please silence and put away your cell phones. The bride will be very angry if you don't. The bride and groom also ask that following the ceremony, their families remain at their seats for a photo. All other guests are invited to enjoy cocktails right over the bridge following the ceremony. Thank you. gives this bride today. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Matt and Nicole, I would like to welcome you and thank you all for taking the time and making the journey to be a part of this very special day. My name's Corey, and I've been one of Matt and Nicole's closest friends since our early days at the University of Delaware. These two have given me the greatest honor of leading today's ceremony, but today we are all gathered together to help Matt and Nicole celebrate one of life's greatest moments. I've shared so many memories with these two. We all met while volunteering our time on UD's ambulance, and since then we've been together for so many adventures, from our crazy ambulance calls and many trips up and down the Main Street bars, to hikes, ski trips, and cruises. We were all leaning on each other's shoulders in May of 2017 while we napped in our caps and gowns during our college graduation. I cherish all of the memories I've made with Matt and Nicole so far, but here, on June 21st, 2024, being able to join these two together in the sacred bond of marriage certainly tops them all. A little over 5 years ago, Matt and Nicole announced that they were dating. In their presence were a handful of friends that were not in the slightest bit surprised. We could see their love for each other far before they ended up together. Maybe it was the way they acted around each other when we were all hanging out, or maybe it was the way they seemed to always have each other's backs by doing small things for one another, or just the outright brutal honesty we've witnessed between the two of them. Whatever it was, it has been so heartwarming to watch Matt and Nicole's love bloom into an everlasting relationship. I know I'm not the only one who is not surprised these two standing up here getting married. I found an excerpt that I'd like to share by Robert Fulghum. It is a powerful realization about the commitment you are both about to embark on. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held riding in a car or over a meal or during long walks, all those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will, those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it. All of it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you two. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. I just want to take a moment to pause and take a look around. I want you both to look at the beauty of this place and your guests and feel the love that they have for you and feel the love you have for each other. The bride and groom have decided to share their own vows privately before this ceremony. However, we all came here to watch you, both of you, look into each other's eyes and make these sacred, eternal promises to one another. So, if you will, please join hands. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. It is now time to declare yourselves to one another. Matthew, before your family and friends, do you take Nicole as your beloved wife to have and to hold through laughter and in sadness, through challenges and triumphs, so long as you both shall live? Nicole, before your family and friends, do you take Matthew as your beloved husband to have and to hold through laughter and in sadness, through challenges and triumphs, so long as you both shall live? Answer carefully. Answer carefully.
I do.
Okay. CPAT, will you please bring us the rings? Wedding rings are a traditional symbol of the strength of the bond between two soulmates. This bond is never broken and continues in a perpetual circle, glowing with the warmth and eternal light of two souls in a perfect union. By wearing these rings, you will always be reminded of the connection you share and the vows you have made today. First, Matthew, you're up. Please repeat after me. I, Matthew,
I, Matt, yeah,
present you, Nicole,
present you, Nicole,
with this ring
with this ring
as a symbol of our everlasting love.
as a symbol of our everlasting love.
All right, Nicole, it's your turn. Please repeat after me. I, Nicole,
I, Nicole,
present you, Matthew,
present you, Matthew,
with this ring
with this ring
as a symbol of our everlasting love.
as a symbol of our everlasting love.
Matt and Nicole, by the power vested in me, by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it is my delight and honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Matt, you may kiss your bride. Family and friends, for the very first time, I am honored to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Walter.
When you're dreaming vivid color, but you're living in the black and white. If the flame is just a flicker and you know it should be burning bright, oh, you gotta let go, go right from the get-go, no, you gotta let go is only one way to know.
as we introduce the parents of your bride. Please put those hands together for your groom's parents, Stephen and Claudia Walter. And ladies and gentlemen, put those hands together as we introduce your bride's parents, John and Kara Jepson. Let's show some love out there for your parents, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we've got your beautiful bridal party. Up first, put those hands together for Matthew and Katie. Keep that round of applause going as we introduce Andrew and Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we've got a couple Matthews here this evening. Put those hands together for Matthew and Brooke. Up next, keep that round of applause going for Jeff and Nicole. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got some VIPers here this evening. Put those hands together for your maid of honor, Laura, and somebody who doubled tonight as a groomsman and as your officiant, Corey. And last but certainly not least, put those hands together for your second maid of honor and groomsman, C. Patrick. Oh, bringing Leapfrog back. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put those hands together for your bridal party and some very proud parents there this evening. Now at this time, we're going to ask you to please kindly stand up out of those seats. Please stand on up. And right at the center of each of your tables, you're going to see a blue napkin. We're going to ask that you grab that blue napkin, bring it up over your head, wave it around, and turn your attention to our stairway once more, as it gives me great pleasure and honor to introduce, for the first time as husband and wife, the new Mr. and Mrs. Nicole and Matthew Walter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the newlyweds out there. And please kindly put those hands together for your newlyweds as they share their very first dance as husband and wife. Put those hands together for Nicole and Matthew.
Close your eyes and let me lead the way. We'll turn this town into dust. There won't be no one but us. I don't really care where this road goes, 'cause I got you and that's all I know. Ooh, we can run away, baby, any way you want to.
Kinda makes me feel like the night I first saw you.
James Taylor on the radio, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Find a little love, get lost along the way. Ooh.
Take my hand, won't let you slip away. I feel our freedom in the wind. We ain't got money to spend. Let's drive on through Tennessee, 'cause I got you and that's
John, more time, put those hands together for the newlyweds on that very special moment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is another very special man in Nicole's life, that being her father, John.
Well, Daddy, I came here today 'cause I think I might have found the one. Oh yeah, I'm head over heels in love, and I bet I can tell you what you're thinking of. Yeah, you're wondering how I know he's it. Well, my whole life I had a dad who showed me what a real man is. 'Cause Daddy, he loves me just like you do. He treats me like a queen, just like you do. He's my shoulder to cry on, he's my best friend. Oh, and Daddy, he loves me just like you. Well, you respect Mama, he respects me. You always keep your word. You're always honest, and so is he. And just like you, Dad, he's forgiven and he knows my worth. Loves me for who I am. He's everything you believe I deserve. 'Cause Daddy, he loves me just like you do. He treats me like a queen, just like you do. He's my shoulder to cry on, he's my best friend. Oh, and Daddy, he loves me just like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put those hands together for a very proud father and his beautiful daughter on her wedding day. Now, there is another very special woman in Matt's life, that being his mom. Matt, we're going to ask that you please escort Mom out here for a very special mother-son dance. Ladies and gentlemen, put those hands together for Matt and his mom. Don't worry, Mom figured it out there.
She's got a smile and it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, when everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I stare too long, probably break down and cry. Whoa, sweet child of mine. Whoa, sweet love of mine. She's got eyes of the bluest skies, as if they thought of rain. I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm scent.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more time, put those hands together for that wonderful moment shared between mother and son.
Hi, everybody. First, me and Kara would like to thank all of. Wait a minute. Would like to thank all of you for joining us in this celebration of Matt and Nicole. Nicole and Matt, you couldn't be happier to be the two of you, to be part of the wedding celebration. and witness the joy and between the two of you has been amazing. Thank you, Claudia, Steve, and Katie, for welcoming Nicole into the family. And thank you all for spending the time with us and looking for more time together. Thank you. The beginning of Nicole and Matt is not clear entirely to me. I think I met Matt and several of Nicole's friends at her graduation from the University of Delaware in 2017. I think I remember Kara and I were packing up everything to leave. Our daughters were walking very slowly back to the apartment to help, and Matt was there. Time passed. A year or so later, Nicole was in Pittsburgh for grad school. She was moving to a new apartment, and Matt was there again. She needed a kitchen table, and Matt was there. He found one and even refinished it for her. At this point, I thought, Matt's just really a good guy who shows up and works hard. Nicole wasn't offering anything, and I will have been trained not to ask a lot of questions. Soon after, Nicole had a clinical rotation in Machias, Maine. For those of you who do not know Machias yet, you aren't missing anything. People don't go where they are vacationing to Maine, except Matt. Putting time together. We think they started dating sometime during the fall of 2018. And here we are now, 6 years later. We have learned that Matt is truly a nice guy, and he likes to work and shows up at work. Matt, you are all you would hope to be for Nicole. You have always looked out for her. You are caring and patient, and you will treat her like a princess that she always wanted to be. Matt, I'm happy to and proud of you, welcome you to the family, and, by the way, for improving the gender ratio, finally. Now a few words for Nicole. You stole my heart 29 years ago by making me a father for the first time. You made me proud then and continue every day. You are beautiful and bold in your own way, sweet and humble with a touch of Jepson stubbornness. You have always been incredibly humble, and with that, you also hate being the center of attention. So, that said, please join me in the toast for Nicole and Matt. Wishing you both years of happiness and making a life together that is comfortable for you all. Thank you.
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please kindly put those hands together for the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. John Jepson, on those incredible words. But two maids of honor here this evening, please put those hands together for Ashley and Laura Jepson.
Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Laura. This is Ashley. We're Nicole's younger sisters. First, we wanted to thank you all and welcome you all for the celebration of Nicole and Matt. Yay! When we were thinking about writing this speech and thinking about Nicole, pretty much all of the traits, not all, but most of them, were positive ones. For those who don't know Nicole very well, she's very humble, she keeps to herself, and she's very, very beautiful. But she does have a little bit of attitude. Matt, I know you've seen a lot of that this week. From both of us. As most of you here know, you're her close friends and family. Nicole's very shy and quiet in group settings a lot of the time, but as soon as she gets a few drinks, she thinks she's the next Hannah Montana. And she will put on a whole performance to show you. So, let's get that going tonight on the dance floor. For years before Ashley and I were born, Nicole obsessed over her baby dolls. There's pictures of her lining them up on the staircase. She dressed them all every single day. She fed them, tucked them in, and kissed them all goodnight. My mom says when Ashley and I came along, we were lucky enough to take their place. Ever since then, Nicole has been someone we look up to, and she's always taken care of us and looked out for us. Nicole, growing up with you has been quite the adventure. Through the good and the bad, you've been our role model, teammate, and our best friend. You face things head on, you're poised and strong, and Ash and I are quite the opposite. Oftentimes we wish we were more like you, but you still have always supported us without judgment. Flashing forward when you went off to Delaware, if you could see me and Ashley, we were tucked away in our parents' bed, sobbing, thinking our world was coming to an end. We could not imagine a world without Nicole driving us to school every day, taking us to Starbucks every Friday for their morning buns, or just having her closet down the hall, which we still miss very dearly. However, our adult relationship with you has proved to be both of our favorites. I no longer am the annoying middle school sister, and I feel like we all grow closer each and every day. With that first night of college also came Matt, and we could not choose anyone that we would be more happy to share our sister with.
As some of you know, before Matt came along, Nicole was pretty quiet and reserved and didn't have much interest in boys. She liked to leave the drama up to her friends and kind of stand by the wayside. Once Matt came into the picture, her personality kind of changed. As sisters, it didn't take us long to figure out that Matt would probably be the person that Nicole was going to marry one day. We shared some of what we enjoy about Nicole, and we figured that we had to give a little bit of attention to Matt during this speech. So we thought we'd share a few stories tonight. Those of you who know Matt well know that he doesn't like to sit still, and he likes to fix things. Our speech will be over soon, so you'll be able to get up and move around. We have a little running family joke, though, that when Matt opts to fix something in the house, oftentimes at first he breaks it. So he helped our family with a lot of projects this past fall, and while that happened, the hot water heater malfunctioned, the air conditioning broke, the house was in shambles for most of the time, and he spent a lot more time running back and forth to Home Depot than he actually did completing the projects. But what we can say is that everything has come through. It's beautiful, and we know that you'll be the first one to step up to the plate whenever something needs to be fixed now. Changing gears a little bit, before Matt, Nicole was pretty punctual to all family events and everything going on in her life. Living near Matt and Nicole for a few years, I was able to witness some of the reasons that those things have changed. And one specific story that I want to share tonight, one holiday we were going to go to my aunt and uncle's house, and Matt and Nicole offered to drive me. I was thrilled to be driven, and even more thrilled when they were on time to pick me up at my apartment. And we got a few streets down, and Matt had decided that he forgot something, so we needed to turn around. We turned around, went back to their apartment, and Matt decided to get his razor because he needed to shave in the car on the way over to the family function. Talking with some of the wedding party this past week, I've realized that actually Matt's shaving routine has happened in the car more than one time. But we can attest that, one, Matt did not shave on the ride over tonight, and two, he did make it on time. So we are thrilled for whoever made that happen. On a serious note, though, Matt, you felt like part of the family for a very long time, and we couldn't be more happy to have a brother. We know that you're going to take such good of our sister, and for that we couldn't be more thankful. So please join us in raising a glass to Matt and Nicole, and cheers to the two of you and your future of happiness. Woo! Cheers, Matt.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put those hands together for Ashley and Laura on those incredible words. And to close out our toast here this evening, we transition onto Matt's side as we call on his groomsmen to put those hands together for Mr. C. Patrick Lombardi. Uh-oh, he might be Houdini over here, too.
Thank you very much. This would not be a speech from me if I didn't almost lose it. Good evening, everyone. My name is C. Patrick Lombardi. I went to college with Matt and Nicole. Both will forever be two of my dearest friends. We met freshman year of college, working on the University of Delaware Emergency Care Unit, which is a student-run ambulance service. I'm sure you'll hear plenty about it tonight. Just ask a couple people. I feel like we should start by talking about the first time I encountered Matt, because it set the tone for the rest of our friendship and explains some of his relationship with Nicole. We had both just been accepted to the emergency care unit. We had been issued keys, and we were told to report to the organization's headquarters for our first training. When I arrived, I could not get my key to work in the door. I stood there nervously, spinning my key in the lock that was definitely broken. And Matt casually strolls up, pulls out his student ID with a half-crooked smile on his face and says, "Watch this." Matt proceeds to wedge his student ID into the door jamb and bump the door open, which it was definitely locked, bumps this locked door open. As I watched, I was thinking to myself, who is this shady guy? And what else does he know how to do? We went on to spend a lot of time together, riding the ambulance, hanging out at the solar house. During that time, I got that answer, and then some. I found myself not only watching Matt get crafty, but somehow I found myself involved as an accomplice. Matt has that effect on people. It's a gravitational pull. You end up involved. Whether it was setting off questionably safe homemade hot air balloons, installing a fire engine horn on an ambulance, or playing pirates boating across a parking lot in a Category 3 hurricane, Matt's creative and inquisitive nature fueled many, many good times. Just last week, or 2 weeks ago, Matt and Matt Piechnik were hunting for frogs by light of a headlamp in a canoe at 11 p.m. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Nicole joined us in the spring of freshman year, and while why she chose to associate with us will forever remain unclear. We became a tight-knit group of friends, but purely by trial and error, we learned that the only reliable way to get Nicole to show up to a night out was to tell her that Matt was coming out as well. Whether that was true or not. Over the years, we had the pleasure of watching their relationship grow into a shared passion for boating on the Charles River with an increasingly complex series of watercraft that ended up as a propane-powered, motorized canoe, all to visit landlocked Newton, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, she had become his accomplice. It takes a village to keep both of these amazing humans in line, whether it's tolerating the 10-minute version of Taylor Swift's All Too Well, or waiting at a table while Matt troubleshoots toast hardware on a date night out. I think it's safe to say they've got it from here. In fire and EMS, to say, see you later, we sometimes say, see you at the big one. Well, we're here at the big one. It has been a privilege and a great pleasure to witness two of my best friends come together in marriage, and I can't wait to see where they go next. So please raise your glasses to Matt and Nicole. Cheers.
I'm not afraid to lose everything. Staring at the sky from an empty plane until the night becomes the day. Sometimes I can't hold on and every little thing goes wrong. Cave under the weight of living with your past mistakes. I'm on my own in this story that you've written me. I can't go home, but I can do this alone. No, run till you fall and get back up, 'cause it's a long time, long time. Reach for it all, you're only running out of time. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't escape from these memories, standing on the edge of my broken dream, searching for some kind of peace. Sometimes I can't hold on and every little thing goes wrong. Cave under the weight of living with your past mistakes. I'm on my own in this story that you've written me. I can't go home, but I can do this alone. No, run till you fall and get back up, 'cause it's a long time, long time. Reach for it all, you're only running out of time. Hey, yeah. You better stand up before you sink. It's time to jump in with both feet into the waves crashing underneath, dancing with the tide that'll rip you out to sea. You better